When the world crumbles under a zombie apocalypse, our primal instincts scream for safety and resources. But what if those instincts lead us straight into a death trap? Welcome to the Anomaly Archives. This is part 2 of our comprehensive series on the worst places to hide during a zombie apocalypse. Today, we're dissecting 5 seemingly perfect hideouts that are, in reality, logistical nightmares and fatal illusions. Let's begin with the big box store. It's the ultimate consumer fantasy, endless aisles of supplies, perceived shelter from the teeming hordes of zombies. But the illusion shatters quickly. This resource paradise becomes the first magnet for desperate survivors, instantly transforming into a battleground for dwindling supplies. Forget the zombies for a moment. The greatest threat here is other humans driven to violence by scarcity. Moreover, the architectural design, with its vast glass windows and multiple entrances, creates an indefensible perimeter. A structure built to welcome thousands of customers cannot repel a relentless zombie tide or a rival group. It's not a stronghold, it's a glorified glass cage. Next, the ultimate escape fantasy, an offshore oil rig. Far from the mainland, seemingly untouched by the rampant zombie infection, it offers pristine isolation. Yet, this isolation is a critical vulnerability. An oil rig is a closed loop, a finite ecosystem. Food, fresh water, fuel, every necessity has a strictly limited supply. Once those provisions are exhausted, the oil rig becomes a death sentence, a floating prison with no hope of resupply or escape. Furthermore, the confined spaces mean a single infection event, a scratch, a bite, or even a pre-existing carrier would rapidly doom everyone aboard. There is no escape pod from the zombie plague once it manifests in such close quarters. Then we consider the seemingly impregnable bank vault. Nothing can get in, a perfect fortress against any zombie. This much is true, but it fails to address the fundamental needs of survival. A vault is an airtight, lightless box. No food, no water, no ventilation, no sanitation. It offers only a slow, agonizing demise from starvation, dehydration, or suffocation. It's not a sanctuary, it's a meticulously engineered tomb. The psychological torment of being sealed within, listening to an unknown apocalypse rage outside, would be unbearable. And the moment that door inevitably opens, out of desperate need for air or supplies, you are exposed, vulnerable, and likely to be instantly overwhelmed by the zombies that have inevitably gathered, drawn by any sound or movement. A theme park might appear to be a gated community, its high walls offering protection from zombies. However, its very layout is engineered for disaster. Parks are designed to concentrate people, to guide them through specific pathways and choke points. In a zombie apocalypse, these become perfect funnels, directing massive hordes directly to your defenses. The sheer scale of a theme park makes it impossible to clear or secure comprehensively. Countless hiding spots mean residual zombie threats will always linger. And critically, the numerous rides and attractions, even when dormant, might emit residual noises, creaks, groans of shifting metal, or even silent electromagnetic fields, acting as an irresistible beacon for the auditory senses of the undead, constantly drawing more zombies to your location. Finally, the grand illusion of a major airport. Vast, concrete, with high fences and expansive tarmac, it seems like a logistical hub that could be converted into a safe zone. But airports are, tragically, critical vectors for disease spread. It's highly probable a major airport would be ground zero, or at least a primary infection zone, making it one of the most densely populated zombie locations. The sheer architectural complexity, multiple terminals, runways, baggage claim areas, and underground tunnels renders it utterly impossible for a small group of survivors to clear, much less secure. You wouldn't be securing a sanctuary, you'd be fighting an endless, unwinnable war against an overwhelming, entrenched zombie infestation. The logistical challenge is simply too immense. These seemingly ideal hideouts share a common fatal flaw. They prioritize superficial benefits over sustainable, defensible, and logistically sound solutions. True ingenuity in a zombie apocalypse lies not in seeking immediate comfort or perceived safety, but in understanding the multifaceted threats, undead, human, and environmental, to construct truly viable, long-term solutions. So, what does make a good hideout? That's a question for another day, but it starts with avoiding these catastrophic blunders. This has been part 2 of our critical analysis on the worst places to hide from zombies. If this analysis has shifted your perspective, make sure to watch part 1 of our series, where we uncover even more dangerous misjudgments in the face of a zombie outbreak. Find it now on the Anomaly archives.